Perfect. Oh, there. Hello and thank you for dropping in. In this session we are going to be looking at cameras and the best option for when you have too many cameras. What do you do? So what is this all about? Come on, mate. Okay, so we're gonna say ooh, that would be a nice option though, wouldn't it? Yeah, pub done. And okay. Where's the bit about the chats? Okay. Okay, perfect. We are good. I'm just making sure we're fully live before I fully start, because yep. And chat wise, there was a thing here about only. Okay. I think we're good. We'll keep an eye on it. Okay, there. Now, this is where the party be at. Let's go. Okay, so we can start now officially and smash it up. Hello and thanks for joining me on this live stream. Today we're going to be looking at helping you with all your questions. I had a number of comments. Everybody asked different types of questions. So in this session today, I'm going to be available in office hours to help you answer any questions. Drop your messages in chat and we'll work through them. During that same process, while I'm waiting for you guys to drop in, I will be looking at additional camera gear and questions. And when you have too much gear, is this too much gear? Not really. This is like probably half of the gear, if half, probably. Well, it's all I can fit on the desk basically, properly. So now what we're thinking about is getting the best camera to work as well as maybe that, you know, as well as that. So if that is the case, then you need to think about, wait a minute, why would I want to use something as small as an action camera? Crop frame DSLR, maybe, possibly, could work. Why not? It's not big, small, it'll get around, fit in the bag. Get a full frame camera maybe, and then as soon as you go down this route, what happens? Well, let's get another lens, shall we? That lens will do quite well. Let's get another one, shall we? Oh, I saw a good deal on another one that is meant to be better. Let's get that. So what would be your card reader? when you start transferring large video files. You want yourself a speedy card reader, and then you end up going backwards because you've got all the gear, and then you're like, you know what, I want something small. I want something small, lightweight, capable, portable, and then you end up getting a behemoth of smaller cameras that work very well to replace big cameras. But then where would you use the small cameras? Where would you use the big cameras? That's like another whole new option there for you. So it will give you the option to look at different cameras, but we're gonna say the rig is a bit of a beauty. Let's say if you wanted to get the camera itself and then get a rig, should you? Let me break that down for you, shall I? Let's have a look at this, because then this will be where you're like, ooh, wait a minute, do I need a Mahusif body? Do I need a... oh, there's stuff everywhere, Okay, let's get... let's go. Oh, man, I don't know where to put everything. Okay, let's put that there. Let's put that on there. Let's put that there. Okay, we got a bit some space. We made some space for ourselves. And as always, we are looking at these items as, you know, they are 9. Oh, and when you can't see over the screen, that's even more interesting. Okay, so let's get our little screwy out. Now, here is, bam. Oh, bam. We'll do about an hour session today. We'll have a quick look around. So now that makes a whole lot of difference, because without that, it's basically a lot smaller. It's not really good, is it? Okay. No, it's quite small. It's tiny. It's not that big, but it makes a big difference on the camera, because now you can actually hold it and go. What? Well, let me adjust this so you can see it. There we go. That's better. That's better. Now you can see that. And then we go whack. And then you go zoom on the camera that's looking at the camera of the camera. I've only got a optical zoom on, so I've not got digital zoom on. Let's go, and then we go screen 1. And you've got screen 2. And then you've got the behemoth of a light up there. And you can flip the whole thing over. And you've got your vlogging setup there, mate. Works alright. We've done a lot of testing on it. It's like nice and small, compact, packable, whackable, smackable, all that usual redunculous. Okay, let's check. And we seem to be alright. Perfect. Okay, so as it goes through here now, this way, you can basically still access the battery. You can still access the memory card. Just whack. There you go. So you have got like a little bit extra, just a tiny bit extra, but that's enough to act as like a nice little base plate. So the base plate with when the camera focuses on Baby Yoda in the background, he's focusing on something else. There we go. He's come back to me. Do we need to move this way? I need to cover up Yoda, because the camera behind autofocusing checks the background for you and thinks the background is the focus. So now we've got a camera there with a tinsy wincy light for vlogging, to give you that extra little Bounce fill. That looks nice. I like it. I like it. It's an option. No? Maybe? Possibly? Let's try that. You can start it out, you know. Then the microphone is an option. I need to also make an option about the Hollyland mic, which has let me down, and how you should not get Hollyland mic. Lock system. Very shocking that it has let me down after one use. We'll do a little session on that. We'll explain that to you. Okay, lightest maximus. Bam. We're still on the little pocket PowerShot vlogging camera G7X Mark III with the microphone port. Give it a bit of a whack to your audios. You've got your option there to adjust, reflect. Bam. So, maybe not. What about if you want something a bit more capable? Would you look at... Let's have a look where we at. M50 Mark II. Yes, M50 Mark II will be a good option for you, especially if you're thinking about what to do with the camera. So the M50 would be the next one up from this camera. We did some testing with that. Remember how we made some videos on there? But as you use them, you're going to be like, wait. That's not going to be the one there. That's like, we got steps. Let me put them in step order. So we go back. We'll say action, camera as number 1. We'll say that as number 2. So we're kind of doing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Move the lenses out the way. And then we'll say bam. And we'll say bam. So it's like maybe like there, and then go wham, and go, oh wait a minute, actually maybe like that, just to show that like that camera is basically, what is this? What is this? Okay, and we're gonna say over here action. I mean, I'm dropping a little young new, which is a baggish. Yep. There. This lens focuses, but it's so loud. Oh, I've tested it for a bit on the live stream, and it's like one of those. It's this. I gave it multiple chances. I was like, it should be alright, but it's a cheap lens, so you can't really complain, because you're paying like what, $100 for it or something like that. It's like something like that anyway. So you can use it and kind of slowly improve with the lens, but why not use a lens that's designed for the camera, which might be a bit more expensive, but you can't see now, down there, and we can say, wait, then move adjustments like that. Okay, again, if you have any questions, drop them in chat. I am here live today looking at camera gear. What's the right camera? Small cameras, bigger cameras, tinier camera, not tiny, but like that is like, come on, pocket sized camera, literally like a mobile phone size. And you'll be surprised how well the camera does photos and video. I've done a full video review on it, so I can play you clips from testing it. It works as a live streaming camera as well, so you'll be surprised that it actually live streams in good quality. Like compared to this quality, it works very well. I'll probably plug in right now actually, because it's all set up, I think. But that is one of the options. But as you look through these, you will notice that some cameras work nicely and easily without any need for any changing. Other cameras need a bit of adjustments. So for example, if I was to, I don't know, use this camera, what would I want to do? Well, I would look at changing a few things, such as the lens. Let's take the lens off. What lens would I put on? I'll probably put that on, because it's smaller. So whack that on there. Give you a nice wide view. Yes, obviously no card in camera, obviously, because there's so many. When you have so many cameras, you start having so many cards that you're like, yeah. Should I put a camera in that card, or should I just swap out the camera by means of the card that it needs to be used? So that was the manual focus. Kit lens 18 to 55, very nice overall option. Works well, I like it. But I reckon if you're still thinking about cameras, there are a few options out there to get really good cameras. I'll show you some options for additional options, like how they perform for live streaming, and see if that works for you. Let's go over here and see how that does. Should we show you the clips? I've got little clips here. The 3 cameras. Let's do the 3 cameras. Not quite that. We're live on Amazon at the moment, so we're gonna test with our, we'll say, T7 camera photos. So today we're gonna be looking at a Canon entry-level DSLR camera. How well can it perform? I'm going to take you along with me, and we're going to go into town. We're going to use the camera with the kit lens exactly as you would buy it. We're not going to do any adjustments to it, and we're going to take a few photographs of daily things. We're going to put it in automatic mode firstly to start off with and see how that does for us. Let's do a couple of buildings. So here's the first, Birmingham Mall Street. In the bottom left you can see the camera details and what the camera decided to shoot at. The reason we say the camera